What's up, y'all? Remember this video I recorded last week when a husband hired a hitman to kill his wife? This video right here. Well, I got part 2 to it. On the husband that hired the hitman, that video was a guy telling that he had nothing to do with it, but it's a possibility that her husband hired a hitman to murder his pregnant wife in her house, in her bed. So that was the first video. It did really good. It was really good entertainment from the interrogation viewpoint, because this guy was snitching on the whole thing. And it's interesting to me, and it's so sad, is because this woman got killed in her home, in her safe space, 8 months pregnant, asleep in her bed. So I wanted to see the thinking of a man that would kill his wife and the reasons behind it. And it don't even be that goddamn hard. It really don't be that hard. It be about money. It be about money. But I wanted to see what was the planning and how stupid you gotta be to think you're gonna get away with murdering your wife. So the first video that I recorded was his number one mistake is working with that guy. He snitched on a lot of it, but the pieces is still not together yet. Now this video is going to talk to the husband and the shooter, who they think is the shooter. And you're going to hear the wildest, craziest story you have ever heard. And it makes you think on, it's the simplest shit that in this video that they were doing that normal people do, but they were on the under setting up a hit. So you couldn't really look for the clues, because this motherfucker was setting it up right in front of everybody. And then after the fact, the shit is a hot mess too. It was a hot mess from the jump. But let's get some relief to this family, to let them know that we thought this was some crazy bullshit. She shouldn't have never died pregnant in her home, in her bed, by someone she loved. Let's check it out. Okay, this is coming from the Red Thread interrogation from their video, Killer Duel Thinks They Got Away with Murder. I probably named it something else, but here we go.
Only been his house one time, came there, his wife.
You realize we have video surveillance of your car coming and going. I have a camera of the Charger pulling up right here, camera looking at it the whole time.
No, man, no.
This is Javon Joseph, a man responsible for the tragic death of Makiba Jenkins.
Within the last 24 hours of her murder. You had everything to gain from this.
And now as this killer duo turns on each other,
All I did was cut it down.
Yuri got a lawyer, he doing all this, he's trying to frame me.
they will realize that their secret murder plot has gone up in flames.
You didn't kill her, but you had her killed, and you had to know there's no way of getting away from this.
Javon, you can't beat this.
There's nothing for me to beat because I don't do anything, bro.
You got in some shit. You're screwed.
You gonna listen to
33-year-old
some of the
Makiba Jenkins was a
craziest
loving
shit.
mother of 3 and the proud CEO of Prime Enterprise Group. Between 2013 and 2015, she had scaled her business to 6 figures, building a future alongside her husband, Yuri Jenkins, a local barber. Until the night of June 29, 2017, when tragedy shattered the Jenkins household in Lantana, Florida. Around 2 a.m., Yuri was in the garage giving a haircut to Quay, Makiba's brother, while their friend Dimitri Dale hung around. That's when a masked intruder burst into the home, demanding.
Okay, so while I was following this, I lost track. So her husband in the garage with Makiba's brother. The pregnant woman who is murdered brother is in the garage. Remember that. This is how crazy this shit is.
money from someone named Quest while holding the 3 men at gunpoint. Quest was the nickname of Makiba's mother. Puzzled, the 3 men assumed that she may have owed money to someone and complied with the man's demands. What happened next was horrifying. The masked man went upstairs, shot Makiba in the head, and fled after stealing Dimitri's white Dodge Charger. When officers arrived, they made a tragic discovery. Makiba wasn't the only victim. She was pregnant with her 4th child at the time, and despite being rushed to the hospital, neither of them could be saved. Investigators believe that the intruder's mention of Quest was nothing more than a distraction. Makiba's mother had no known enemies, no debt, and nothing to suggest that she would be the target of an assassination. So what exactly was at play here? The first person to be suspected was Yuri Jenkins because of his reaction to the murder of his wife, which was off, to say the least.
I held on my arm. She's alive.
How are you in
My oldest daughter, she's taking it hard.
Yuri did not shed a single tear in this interview and showed absolutely no signs of being a grieving husband and father. In fact, just days later, he was spotted partying at a club with exotic dancers, shooting him to the top of the suspect list. But why would he want to ruin his own life? He seemingly had everything after all, a good family and financial stability. To find out, detectives brought Yuri in for questioning, but he didn't come alone. He brought a
she's pregnant in her bed, and I just hope you know you're supposed to be still on the floor crying. You can't believe you would do something like this. It just makes you so sick to yourself you can't even talk. So he's standing up there talking just fine to me.
The following footage has been provided to us by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's
And
Office.
then when he
So you're-
goes to the interrogation, he goes with a lawyer.
That night, if you can just, from the point that guy walked into the garage, please tell me as soon as he walked in what happened from that point on that you remember. So when the guy came in, about roughly, just to confirm, you're a pretty tall guy, I think you're like 6'2", 6'3". How tall is he compared to you? And shorter, okay. And just to confirm, the only thing you could see, correct from what you told me, was his eyes. Couldn't see his face because he had a mask on. Okay. From that point on, when he first comes into the garage, what's he tell you guys to do? When the guy asks you, the guy asks you to get down to the ground.
Raise
Father
your
was looking
hand
at
up.
Dale because he had the entrance to the garage. How close was he to you guys? And he's asking you to get down to the ground. And he's got a gun, is that correct? So you were scared for your life? Imagine someone pointing a gun at you. All right. So when he's telling you to get down to the ground, you get down on the ground. Dale gets down on the ground, everyone just hits the floor. Did he have to pull Quay out of the chair? Or did Quay get down on his own? At that time, did he ever go through your pockets? Because remember, I just want to make sure you didn't touch anything that we missed. That's all. But he's asking for Questa, and he's asking where the money is at the same time. Is that correct? This is things I'm remembering, just verifying. So he orders you guys to go into the house. The garage door going into the house is closed. And who's the first person that goes to the door from your recollection? Dimitri, and then you were the third or the second? Okay, so that one that Quay would be. And the gunman behind you the whole time pointing the gun at you. Can you tell, does he ever put the gun right up to your head or back?
Before going any further, it's important to lay out what Quay and Dimitri told detectives. After entering the garage, the intruder held the three men at gunpoint and forced them into the house, then upstairs. One of Yuri's children was on that floor, and at one point, Dimitri asked if he could take him outside. The intruder agreed, letting Dimitri walk back down to the patio with the child. Shortly after, the man went to Makiva's room, shot her in the head, and fled in Dimitri's car. No belongings were stolen from the home, and all evidence pointed to Makiva being the target of an assassination. But Quay's version of events added something critical. There was a moment when the intruder escorted him downstairs too, leaving Yuri alone upstairs for some time. At that moment, Yuri had his phone with him, leaving detectives with one very important question, one that points all suspicion to Yuri Jenkins.
Just to confirm one thing, since you and I were interviewing outside together, you had your phone on. We had a phone, which you graciously let us take and download and give you any time that you let us on, just so you know that's what happened. Since you had your phone on you in this duration, you're upstairs on the second floor only, and Quay's downstairs, so the gunman just have to ask you, why didn't you call 911 at that time?
Did I have my phone? I didn't even remember I had my phone. Clay told me when we got downstairs. I didn't even phone over here.
Okay. Just had to ask.
It was the first thing from my mom. I didn't
Did
I made it with you gonna go.
when you were gonna go?
I thought you were through.
Well, I'm thinking of something else. Why are you trying to rush this along?
Because I have about 1 minute to be honest with you.
Quay told detectives that while he was with Yuri upstairs, he urged him to do something and take control of the situation. But Yuri just sat there and completely ignored Quay.
Is there anything about this whole incident that give me a reason other than request to put that out, see if that has nothing to do with it? Why else would anyone go in your house and take that? Because it's clear that that's their whole intention.
Brother.
With Yuri's lawyer present, detectives quickly hit a dead end, so they decide to pivot. Their next lead was to track down the getaway car, the white Dodge Charger. Just a quarter mile away from the crime scene, investigators eventually found it abandoned with a black t-shirt and a Miami Sub's receipt inside. When detectives used the time on the receipt to access security cameras inside the Miami Sub, they found Dimitri Dale eating with a man identified as Javon Joseph, an associate of both Dimitri and Yuri. Seeing the two together, investigators suspected that they were somehow involved in the crime and began pulling security footage from cameras in Yuri's neighborhood to dig for further clues. This was a turning point in the case. The footage showed Dimitri driving his Dodge Charger toward Yuri's home moments before the murder. Following closely behind was a Mazda 6. Both cars stopped a short distance away. Then Javon got out of the Mazda, climbed into Dimitri's car, and the Charger continued toward the house. Sometime later, Makiva was shot, and the Charger was seen speeding off. As a result of these findings, detectives brought in Dimitri as the primary person of interest, and he folded immediately. According to him, Yuri wanted to hire a hitman for his wife, and Dimitri knew just the right person, Javon, a man struggling for cash at the time. He eventually connected both men, and Yuri offered Javon $20,000 for the hit. Why exactly he confessed to all of this willingly is something we'll let Dimitri explain.
Why did you cover up with these guys so long? It
Because-
took me 5 interviews to finally get you.
Because I was going to say something in the very beginning, but I didn't. Because at the end of the day, all odds were against me. At that home that day when you guys were there, it was everybody's family but mine.
Yeah, but if you would have been straight with us, don't you realize they would have probably been arrested
Yeah,
within a day?
I know that, and a lot of people was mad at me. But I just be honest with you, I didn't want that to do it just because at the end of the day, they both. Yuri don't know the ins and outs of my home, but Jovan do. And at the end of the day, I just don't want that to do it. I still really don't even want to be here, but at the end of the day, I have no other choice. I just want to get this beside this out of my. I even went to North Carolina. They were talking about it. North Carolina asked me a whole bunch of questions. I said, let the law speak for me. That's all I can do. But at the end of the day, why it took so long, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm not. I don't want to. I was trying to cover for them. It's not that I was trying to cover for them. I just didn't want to say nothing. I just didn't want to say nothing. So if that's covered, I did lie.
To back it all up, Dmitry even handed over secret recordings of conversations he had with both Yuri and Jovan. These outline the terms of the deal, the payment, and the entire plan. Now detectives had all three: mastermind, killer, and middleman. However, to build a solid case against Yuri, they needed to prepare as much evidence as they could. And the best way to do that was to interview Jovan first and get him to reveal Yuri's murder-for-hire plot. However, he isn't too happy knowing that Dmitry handed over secret recordings between the two to cops.
What's up, bro?
So, fam, you lying, bro?
So,
You lying, Zin? You lying, Zin?
I want you to
You
really
lying,
listen. I
Zin?
want you to really listen right now.
Zin, I did this shit, Zin?
Jovan,
I did this shit, Zin?
I want you to really
I did this shit, Zin?
I'm gonna let you talk,
Bro, I
bro.
don't even want to talk to you. I don't know what they brought you in here for, bro.
Let you talk.
So you ain't tell me you recorded. You ain't tell me you recorded yesterday.
Jovan.
So you recorded me anonymously. That's what you said.
Jovan.
That's what you saying.
Jovan, can you listen?
That's what you saying, bro.
I'm gonna take you back, all right?
That's what you saying, bro.
Can I take you
I don't
back?
want to talk to you.
You
I don't
don't
want to take me back on what?
All
What you take me back for?
For the last 2 years, what you don't know is you think I've been working for a security company, right? That's what you think. Just listen to me now. Listen to me. Jovan, listen to me. You're gonna want to listen to me. Because you don't even know really about me, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you about me. So you should want to listen to this. Trust me, you should want to listen.
I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say, bro.
But listen.
I don't care, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
Alright,
I don't
but
want
I'm
to
gonna show you something.
I don't
I'm
want you to
gonna
show me
you something.
anything, bro. What you gotta show me?
For the last 2 years,
I don't know why you about
I
to
think I
here.
work for a security
I don't
company, right?
care what they think you work for, bro.
And
I don't
you thought
care.
I did.
I ain't talk to you, bro.
And you said you.
I ain't talk to you, bro.
All right, no,
I ain't
but you
talk
can listen to this.
I don't want to hear shit. Feel me? I'm asked to leave, and then tell me I don't want to talk to you, bro. No, I ain't do that shit, bro. I don't know why y'all blame me for that shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I don't know what you don't got in your head, bro. I don't know what came over you, bro.
No worries, calm down.
We need to make sure you guys aren't gonna go fist fight.
Nah, bro. I haven't hit this man, bro.
So you didn't do it.
Nah, bro. Y'all, can you get this man away from me, bro? No, I don't want to talk to him about anything, bro.
Right after this fiasco, detectives walk in to finally confront Jovan about his crimes.
It's enough to send you to jail for the rest of your life. Now, do you want to?
That the whole everything he's telling you is bullshit, man.
Okay, first off, you were brought here because we're doing a search warrant in your house. Do you feel you're free? Do you feel you're free, volunteer, free to leave right now? If you wanted
No,
to?
I don't think so.
Okay, I think that's right. So because of that, first off, you got some gun. You want to sit down?
No, sure, man.
I got some guns.
Wrong answer.
I'm gonna leave. Before you ask me
I
first,
know.
I'm gonna leave the truth right now. Cause this kid, he lying, man. That shit. He called me to his house. I got on his phone and he told me, bro, Yuri lying on me. He trying to make me go to jail for that shit. First of all, I never got any money. I never received any money from nobody, dog. I ain't received no money from nobody. He called me. He told me, bro, only way we can get out of this, bro, if you come and let me record you. So I'm like, what you mean? I was already looking at him funny, like, what you mean if you let me record you? He's like, don't go talk. Because my girlfriend called me, bro. She called my mom and told me that you called for me.
Because you've already said that you don't feel like you're free to leave, and you are, but I don't want you to think that I have to read your Miranda. You want to tell me the story after reading your Miranda?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right. Have you ever been read Miranda before?
Yeah, he talking before he got his Miranda
really?
lights. He's finna start lying.
No, not yet.
I'm gonna then just because I don't know you that well. After I read each one, I'm gonna ask you if you understand. If you have a question, please tell me. All right, I'm just gonna read it. You have to read each thing and just say, do you understand?
Okay.
It's not because I think you're stupid. I don't know you.
Yeah, ain't no
I want
problem.
you
I
to
understand. You good, man.
While detectives read him his Miranda rights, it is important to note that detectives will constantly refer back to the secretly recorded conversations between Dmitry and Jovan. These conversations confirm two things. First, the payment. Yuri had promised Jovan $20,000 for the hit. And second, the plan, which was as follows. On the evening of June 28th, just hours before the shooting, Jovan would come to Yuri under the pretense of being one of his clients looking for a haircut. In reality, it was to collect a $1,500 down payment, along with the revolver that would later be used in the murder. He would then come back later into the night with Dmitry to kill Makiva. This is the part that matters most. If detectives can get Jovan to admit he was at the scene when Makiva was killed, that would go a long way in tightening the case around Yuri.
Later than on the tape, you say that night you go down there, you follow on the tape. This is what you're agreeing with Way. Why you got?
I'm gonna add all that up for me.
Did you drive your car down there?
I drove my car down there. I met up with them. You feel me? I met up with him, and there was on some funny shit.
Did you get in the Charger?
Huh?
You got into the Charger.
Yeah, he asked me to get to his car.
So you drove. Okay.
They was on some funny shit. You feel me? I got there. They was like, oh,
Did he pull up in front of the house that you were at earlier in the day?
Who?
When you got in that Charger, you pulled up in the house. When you drove your car down there, you got into the Charger, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you drove. Dale's driving.
yeah, Dimitri's driving. Yeah,
Dimitri drives to where Yuri lives. Now you're in the car with him, right?
yeah, I'm in the car with him.
Okay.
Feel
What
me?
happens in that car?
Feel me? We get in the car. He got to talk to Yuri. Feel me? He acting funny. Oh, he acting funny. Feel me?
Yeah.
Yuri come to the car. You feel me? Yuri come to the car.
What's he say to you?
He didn't say shit to me. They talking. Feel me? I got out the car and it's some funny shit. Like they on some funny shit. And then I hear him over talking. I hear some shit. And then Zine tell me it's some money involved. I don't know. Like he say like $1 million or some shit.
That's big.
Yeah, I'm like, so feel me? I ain't want no part to do it. That's my daddy grave, man. I ain't want no part to do it.
But you were there.
I was there.
This is not what they're recording. This is actual fact.
This is a fact. This is a fact. That recording shit, that's bullshit, but that's a lie. That's a lie.
Fact check. I'm getting a little bit confused. You drive your own car down there.
Yeah, he told me
You
to follow
park it
him.
on. Did you park it on orange?
Huh?
You parked it on the shoulder of the road.
No, he told me. Zine told me to park this car
Did you?
right here. Yes, right
Okay.
here.
Then you hop in the Charger.
Yeah, I hopped in the car with him.
Okay.
Hopped in the car with Zine. Feel me? Go there, they talking crazy shit. You feel me? Crazy shit. I still don't know what's going on. Feel me?
How'd you leave?
I left.
How?
I walked. Feel me? He didn't want to take me back. He didn't want me to leave.
Who didn't want you to leave?
Zine, the dude, they didn't want me to
Did
leave.
Yuri threaten you in any way?
Nah, he ain't scared. He ain't threatening me. He didn't say stay
He's bigger
here.
than you.
Huh?
He's older and bigger than you.
I'm not worried about that. That doesn't scare me. Feel me?
This is Yuri's house. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Look.
All right, this is the driveway, and this is the garage. Correct?
Yes.
This is where you got your haircut that day earlier in the
Yeah,
day,
that's-
correct?
yeah.
And basic chairs over here.
Yeah.
So when you drive down with the Charger comes this way, or because it comes this way to get to Yuri's house? When he parks
I
and
don't know,
gets
that's
out.
really confusing, but I know I was like, say this is this.
Let's say we know the car's here. The Charger.
Okay.
The Charger's here.
Okay.
Yuri's here. What's his name? Dimitri's here. Where are you when they're talking? They're saying all this
I'm
shit.
still on the passenger seat of the car.
Okay.
I'm on the passenger seat.
Rear?
No, passenger, like right next to the seat. You know how there's a driver and the
Here's the
passenger.
front. Here's the front of the car.
That's the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the passenger side.
Okay.
Passenger side. That's the
Front or
driver. Like what do you mean rear? Like
The rear door? Front door?
front door.
Okay.
I'm on the passenger side.
They're here.
Yeah, right
Gotcha.
there. So they talking for me. Which I feel me. They talking for me. I'm on the phone with the girl. Hang out, tell them to call back.
Okay.
I see what they talking about. They on some weird shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, look, I feel like I gotta meet up with this chick.
How did you leave?
I walked.
Which way did you go? 'Cause there's an 8-foot fence this way. Where'd you go?
I walked out of the complex.
Which way?
Like the way out the complex. Like I think it's like only one way out. Or
Did
two.
you walk this way, away from them, or did you walk?
No, I
right
walked to them at first. I walked to them. You feel me? Talked to them. They was all like, bro, I gotta meet up. He like, nah, I
Which
gotta.
way did you leave?
I left out this way, bro. I don't know. It's a one way. I think it's a one way out. I only been there like 3 times.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me just show you. This is basically development in a nutshell. Okay, sorry, my drawing. I'm not an artist. But there's a road. This is how this development works. This is Lawrence Road. Here's that school. You know that school off of Lawrence? It's a high school. I don't know.
No.
Your car's parked here, right? On Lawrence. You had to walk to your car. This is
Yeah,
where
it
your car-
wasn't that far. It wasn't that far. Yeah.
But this is the entrance to development. You can only
Yeah.
get into this place
One way. Yeah, one way. And I know it was a security guard. You feel me? The security guard seen me walk. He seen me walk past me.
Before or after?
What? Like before? Like what?
You said you saw the security guard when you left.
Yeah, I seen him when I left. When I left, I seen
Car-
him.
Where was he?
It was like he was parked in. He was parked in. He was parked in asleep. Feel me? He like he was asleep. I don't
What
know.
kind of
It's like the little, like it was white. You feel me? It was white. I don't really remember much
So when
about it.
Dimitri came in, tell me if this sounds about right. Dimitri drives in this way, parks like that.
Yeah.
All right. When you're done, which way do you leave out of this development? You can only go either this way or you can go this way to get out of this development.
I didn't go the longest way. It wasn't that long.
Right.
It's only one way.
So
I
which
went
way
this
did you
way.
go?
I went that way. Walked in my car.
Your car was this way. When you come out of the development, how'd you get to your car?
I walked to it.
Did you turn left or right to get to your car? When you come out of the development, you can only go right or left.
Yeah.
Was your car parked up here?
I went left.
Okay.
I went left to my car. Got in my car. And I went to go meet Talisa at the time. That's when he calls me. All right, go ahead.
No, who called you?
Dimitri called me. You feel me? He called me like I was like say I got to the hospital around 2 something. Feel me? He called me.
What time did you actually get there? Remember I asked you?
Yeah, you asked me. Yeah, it was
I
like,
went to the video. You weren't there until 3.
at the hospital.
Yeah. You said I said, where were you at 2? Because I said the murder was at 2. Because
Yeah.
you didn't know when the murder was. You said you know. So the murder happened around 2. Where were you at 2? You said you were at the hospital at 2. You couldn't have been because this murder
Well,
happened.
I stopped home too. I went home.
You went home first.
I went home. Feel me? And then what I did? I ain't showered, man. Went home. Feel me? I don't know. I went
It took
home.
you a while to get there, but you weren't there at 2. You couldn't have been.
Yeah, I went there. I guess I went there too, but I know I was there. Feel me?
You didn't get there before 2.
No, it wasn't that late, feel me? Because they won't even let.
But
Listen,
it wasn't at 2. You wouldn't have gotten there at 1:30 because we know when you were down. We know when this happened. This happened at 2:19 in the morning, and you were here just before it happened. Remember, you got in that car and you
Yeah,
walked out.
but I know it was around 3.
Did you hear the gunshot?
Nah, I ain't no gunshot. Feel me? So
Did you go into that house at any time earlier in the day? Use the bathroom or get some paper to wipe your face or anything like that when you got your haircut?
yeah, I used the bathroom. Feel me?
Okay.
Go use the bathroom.
Did you
that's it.
go in there and show you where it was?
Yeah, show me where it was.
Okay,
Feel me?
alright.
So I walked out, walked in my car. Feel me? I went there. Talisa told me because he had the
When you got
hospital.
in your car, which way did you go? Did you go down towards Hyper Oaks or towards Lantana to get to know your car?
I don't know, but I ain't from Lantana. I don't know the area. I know it's Lantana. It wasn't no hospital. Yeah, it was Lantana.
So that is actually true. So everything that was on the recording, even
Man,
though
look,
you said, but this is actually fact.
that's bullshit, bro. This man's lying.
Let's put Javon's story into perspective. He claims he was driven to the house by Dimitri, which checks out. But after that, he has no explanation for how he got out of the neighborhood. There were cameras all over the surrounding streets, so if he walked off or took another car, they would have shown up. Instead, the only thing caught on camera was a Dodge Charger speeding away from the direction of Yuri's house. Now, as Javon realizes his story has completely fallen apart, he starts to lose it.
But I don't have nothing to do with this shit, bro. Y'all can arrest me. I can do that. I'm gonna beat this shit. I don't have nothing to do with this shit. And when the truth comes out, I want an apology for being falsely convicted.
On the tape, you did say that you give the Yuri wanted you to do something. No, you walk out. Correct? You said you walk out. But then, so Dimitri goes, well, who came in the garage and did it? You're like, shit, I don't know, right? He's like, who came in and did it? The murder happened within like 8 minutes of you guys arriving from this car. You understand that? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
This car arrives here, the Charger, which we have on video.
Okay.
All right, we have this door opening. I see you getting out. You understand?
Okay, no problem.
You never walk away.
I didn't freaking walk into that house and do that, though. I didn't do that.
You disappeared, evidently.
That wasn't me. This wasn't me.
Did you take the Charger?
No, I didn't take his freaking car. I didn't take his car.
How did you leave out of this development?
I left out. There was security.
How?
It was a security. I left out. I walked
He
away.
left at 1. I already talked to him. He already left at 1.
It was a security
We
there,
have,
bro.
we have security here. We have cameras here. Let's see that's good. We see him leave well before this happened. You are never seen on foot walking out. You're never seen on foot walking.
This wasn't me.
car.
This wasn't me.
Where did you go?
I left, bro. I left.
How?
I walked away. This wasn't
You
me.
couldn't have.
I didn't take his car.
You didn't walk. How did you just poof?
No, man, I didn't prove, bro. This
You
shit
left
looks
in the car.
crazy, bro. This shit looks crazy, bro. But this wasn't
Don't
me,
let
bro.
only Yuri get away with this. Because you're the only one that's going to go down for this now, right now. Listen, honest, because Yuri's the one I told you we want. We want Yuri.
19.
There's too much. You can't get out of this. You've already told me. It is crazy. You're 19 years old. You got into some shit.
I didn't get into anything.
You
bro.
were screwed.
He murdered
You
her.
Because you didn't leave on foot. You left in that Charger.
I didn't leave in that Charger, bro.
He ran downstairs.
You didn't leave any other way.
grabbed
And you already put yourself there. How else did you get out of there?
Demetrius,
Javon,
I'm being honest with you, bro. I'm telling you the truth.
How else did you get out of there?
I'm telling you the truth,
How
man
did
to
you get out
man,
of there?
bro.
Answer the question. How did
I
you leave?
walked out the shit, bro.
Where
I
you coming
walked.
at? I have a camera of the Charger pulling up right here. Camera looking at it the whole time. You were never seen walking this
So
way.
you're telling me I took this Charger?
Yes.
You can prove to me that I took this Charger and
Yes.
drove off with this Charger. Prove me that. Prove me that. Prove me that.
One, I've got your buddy. You're already.
He's, you know, I'm telling you
Why
this
do you lie
video.
about
I'm telling you this. I call my
You already
girlfriend.
admitted to being down there.
Okay, I was down. I'm telling you the truth, though.
When you get out
I'm
of the car,
telling
you're wearing
the
all
truth.
black, aren't you? Black.
No, I'm not wearing all black, man.
When you got to the hospital, you're wearing black sweatpants, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing black sweatpants with a white tank top. I have a white tank top on.
When you were here, you're wearing black.
Considering Javon admitted to wearing black trousers and a tank top that night, the black t-shirt found in the Charger was most likely also his.
No, man, no. I'm not wearing all black. I always wear tank top. When I first came in the first interview, what was I wearing? The same striped Delores shirt with a tank top on. That's what I'm always wearing. That's what I'm always wearing.
Javon, you can't explain how you got out of there.
I didn't do this shit. That's all I know is I didn't do this
Okay,
shit.
explain to me then. If you didn't walk here, you didn't leave the Charger, how did you leave?
I told you, bro, I walked.
You didn't.
I walked.
Nothing
bro.
beats video surveillance. You can't beat that. There's no way you could have. You did not walk out of there. Javon, there's no beating it. This is going to go to grand jury. So get ahead of this. You're going to let Yuri just walk away? Should Yuri walk away for wanting his wife killed? You're not the one that wanted his wife killed. He did.
Hold on.
But Yuri's going to get away with
They
it.
finna interview Yuri.
Them, they finna live their life. All right, I'm getting blamed for some shit.
No one's blaming you. You were there. You
I was there. I admit that I was there. Yes, I was there,
The
bro.
brother can ID you. He knew it was you. He told me from the get-go. He thought it was a guy that came earlier that played basketball.
That's his problem. That's his fault. He could guess it was a cat with a hat. He can't tell me that's me.
Actually, he can. One of the most compelling parts of Quay's statement was that he recognized the killer's voice. And that makes sense because if Javon was at the house the day before, Quay would have remembered what he sounded like. In fact, Quay even tried to bring it up with both Yuri and Dimitri, not knowing that they were the very people responsible for what happened. So the statements of the only credible witness point towards one man and one man only, Javon. And this detective sums it up with a question that he probably could have phrased better.
What's he have to gain by fingering you? Why, and we are the evidence. You've already admitted to being there.
Yeah, I was there, bro. I was there. I ain't
Within
lying.
8 minutes of the murder, but you have no way of getting it. We don't see you leaving.
Okay, that don't mean I did it, bro.
So
That's not my problem.
So who did it then? If you
I don't
did
know. He did it. It's probably him or Yuri, but I don't know. He
We
did
know
it.
it's not them because the brother was there when the sister was killed. And both of them, we know they didn't pull the trigger. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no possible way it could have been Yuri or Dimitri. Dimitri was downstairs. The brother even says it wasn't Dimitri and it wasn't Yuri. The brother's not gonna lie. The brother lost his sister. Okay? The brother has nothing to gain from this.
The brother has nothing, so he's just a scapegoat. He's just
He's
out.
not a scapegoat. No, he's our witness.
He's a witness that says
We don't
I
have to-
did it. He's a witness that says
He says
me.
the guy that did it.
He
has the
says
same
me.
note.
He says me.
He believes it's you. Yes.
He believes it's me.
Yes,
that
because
did it.
you were there earlier that day. Same statue, same voice, and yes, he said it was you. He even said to Yuri that he thought it was you when this was happening on the landing. And Yuri admitted. Even Yuri said.
You can admit all you want to. They have the biggest most to gain in this.
But why would they say it's you when they could just say they don't know who it is? This is your friend. This is your friend, yes? Is somebody your friend? Yes
I
or
don't
no?
know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't
What this
know.
happens to meet your friend? Would you consider him your friend?
Yeah, we was cool.
Why would you go on tape yesterday, supposedly go on tape and do this for him unless he's your friend?
I tried to help him get out of the situation, bro.
And get yourself out, right?
No, I'm really not worried about it. It really is for him, bro. It's for him.
You did that
He was
for him.
worrying me. I really care about the situation. I wasn't worried about it.
Why would he?
He's trying to get himself
All
clear.
they could have said, we don't know who that guy is. Dimitri could have said, I never knew who it is. But he says it's you that did it. That he drove down with him, got in the backseat of that car, all black. You spoke to Yuri. They went in the house, and a few minutes later,
I spoke to Yuri. When I spoke to Yuri.
Remember, you already said you did when you got there. You said Yuri and Dimitri were talking. He said that's when you and Yuri were talking. You understand what I'm saying?
Me and who?
You and Yuri. You can tell me all the shit you want.
I know you don't gotta believe me. I don't care if you don't believe me right now, but in my heart, I know the truth. You don't believe me. I can put me right now, but I know in my heart.
You don't want to admit to doing it because you know you're going to get away for life.
I meant to do what, bro?
Killing
I didn't kill this lady. I didn't do this shit.
Okay.
This shit not me. This shit, I don't like killing some lady. For what? For some money? I don't give me all the money in the world. I'm not gonna go kill some lady with children.
For the next several minutes, Javon completely loses it, spiraling into a swearing frenzy that we wouldn't be able to show without this video getting taken down. With Javon that worked up, getting anything useful out of him becomes impossible, so detectives give it a few days before bringing him back in for another round.
This is a very unfortunate time in your life, but you also don't want to be the only one taking the fall.
Taking a part for what, bro? Like, I still don't understand. Like,
What don't you understand?
I didn't do this shit, bro.
Okay.
This
The evidence is so overwhelming. That's fine. This is your option right now. You and Yuri ever talk? Did he ever proposition you?
No, Yuri never propositioned any money, nothing. I never spoke to him. I don't barely know this man.
But you went to his house.
I went to
You
his
were there
house.
for several hours.
Yeah, with Dimitri. With Dimitri.
Did Dimitri Dale offer you something and said that you would get taken care of later?
No, none of them ever offered me. I don't even have them. My mom's getting kicked out of her house. We don't even have the money to freaking move. We don't even have money to move, bro.
Nonetheless, were you ever promised anything by Yuri or Dimitri?
They never promised me any money, no type of money,
Why
bro.
did you go as far as you did?
As far as I did with what?
Yeah.
That's my home. I'm trying to look out for him. Feel me? That's my homeboy. Feel me? I do things for people I know. Feel me? That's my homeboy.
It's not a good enough excuse because first off, when you know everything. I don't need to lay everything out, but I will. Okay? You and Dimitri Dale went down and spoke to Yuri either the day before. You weren't down there on the 27th because I have your cell phone records. And the only time your phone hit off the tower down there, just so you know, let me get this right here. This development right here, basically under this little thing here, this is where the victim lived, where Yuri Jenkins lived. All right, your phone only pings off this tower, which means when you're using it, it uses the tower down here, only on the 28th. The day before we went down there, shot basketball, got your haircut, and also on the 29th in the morning at 2:08 in the morning. Those are the only time your phone's ever down this. The only time you're ever pinging off the tower that is in close proximity to where Yuri lived with Makiba is the day you went down there and shot basketball. The day you told me you went down there with Dimitri. You're down there for like many hours. It shows your last tower hit was like almost like 8:30.
You played basketball?
When you went down there that day. That's the only time it shows. And then on the morning, on the 29th, when at 2:08 in the morning, 9 minutes before the 911 call came out. Okay, that's the only time your phone's down there. I don't show you down there on the 27th like you said you went down there with Dimitri.
Alright,
So you're down there that day. When you're down there that day, is there any talk of you coming back later that night
With who? Me and
with you and Yuri?
Nope.
All right. What about and then why? Okay, so you left there. It was after dark when you left. I think it was around 9:30 at night.
Who? That day was at his house?
The day you were playing
No,
basketball and getting a haircut.
hell no, I wasn't that late. It was like 6, 7. I ain't stayed there that long.
Your phone.
Your phone records show that you were down there pretty late.
At his house? I did not. I know for a fact I didn't leave
You
his
don't
house.
give your phone to anyone else, do you?
Nah, I ain't give my phone to no one
All
else.
right, be there as a mason. You're down there. You're down there for several hours, right? Now you go home. Dimitri drops you off at the house, right?
That
The main
night,
question is why did you go back down to Yuri's house that night?
Dimitri asked me to go with him.
Okay, so how did you leave?
I told you how I left the first
You
time. I
told me
walked.
there's no evidence of that.
I walked.
And I went back and reviewed all the, since you and I spoke, I went back and reviewed all the video surveillance. You're nowhere on any of the video surveillance. Which means
I wear the same thing like I'm
you were
wearing all
nowhere
the
on the
time.
video. It doesn't matter if you were naked. You're nowhere on the video. The video doesn't lie.
I'm not lying, bro. I don't know, bro. I know for a fact. For my honest to God, that I didn't do this. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't do nothing to nobody. And that's why I'm not really worried about it. I'm not stressing the situation.
You should be worried about it.
I'm not, because I didn't do this.
There's nothing to show that anyone else did it. Dimitri made it very clear that when you walked into that garage,
Dimitri wrote a freaking. He wrote this man. I'm
I'm
sorry.
going to tell you what he told me. You can talk. But Dimitri made it very clear that when you walked into that garage with a mask on, he's saying you had a mask on and you were wearing all black and had a revolver, that he knew it was you the whole time. And also, what makes us believe that it was you, not only is because Dimitri's statement, is that the shooter allowed Dimitri Dale to go downstairs with the kid. He didn't harm anyone else. He let Yuri stand by himself up on the second floor landing, which is such an amateur move.
So that just means
It's somebody they knew. It's somebody they knew that wasn't going to hurt them. The only person who was going to get hurt was McKeever.
So that just means it's me.
No, not just that alone. That and everything together, Javon.
Everything together like what? Because what you're saying really doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Off what one man
okay.
said.
You went down there. You drove your car. You parked it on Lawrence Road. You say you did that because Dimitri asked you to. Then you get in the car and then you say you're there. You see Yuri, and then you leave. But there's no evidence of you leaving.
Look closely enough, and you'll see Javon's only 2 brain cells fighting for third place as his story crumbles. Now, in a last-ditch effort to shift the blame to Dimitri, he will reveal something that these detectives never saw coming.
Listen, bro, don't you guys have the piece of paper that Dimitri wrote down?
No such piece of paper. Not at all.
He wrote it down like I thought you guys grabbed it. You didn't get that from my dresser. He wrote this shit
If
the
you
day.
take it from your dresser, it means it's still there. Where is it?
It's in my room.
Then why didn't you bring it to me when you went back home?
I told you that the day when y'all bust my house. I told you
You didn't
that.
take it. So where is it now?
I don't have it. It's
We didn't take it.
Well, it's probably still there. I mean, he wrote that shit.
You've been in your house. You've been in your house since we went and did that search warrant. So why didn't you find that note and come to me with it? You know it's there, evidently.
I thought you guys had it because it was like under
Your
the dresser.
drawer.
It's under. It's like under.
Under what?
Under my dresser, you have to move the dresser. Like.
So I would think as soon as you left that interview with me and you said that there was this note, you would have gone back to see if we had taken it. You did what?
No, I just.
This is supposedly what you're saying is Dimitri wrote all
But
this.
he wrote this down, bro. He called me, bro. All this shit, he wrote it down.
When the note eventually surfaced, it was obvious who wrote it, and it wasn't Dimitri. In true criminal mastermind fashion, Javon had jotted down every detail of the hit, including conversations between the 3 men and the terms of the payment.
So hold on, can I ask you a question, bro? So I'm gonna go to jail. I'm going to jail,
You're being
bro.
booked into the county
I
jail.
don't even have an adult record, bro. I don't even freaking have an adult
You're an
record.
adult now. It's first degree murder.
What the? Bro, this shit crazy. Like, so now I'm gonna go to jail and shit I ain't even do, bro.
This sealed the deal for Javon, as he was booked into jail after this interview. But for Yuri, his partner in crime, it was only the beginning. Detectives already had plenty of evidence to confront him with, thanks to Javon's train record of interrogation. But before calling Yuri in, they found one phone call that overshadowed everything else they had.
I understand you have some questions,
Mm-hmm. About the beneficiary information?
and you were the spouse, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm actually seeing on the application here that you were not listed as beneficiary.
Oh, wow. Is it the kid?
No, and unfortunately I can't disclose that. That's considered confidential, and I can only speak to the beneficiary on file.
Okay, I gotta figure out who is. Oh, wow. Yeah, she didn't change it in time.
This is a call that Yuri made to Makiva's insurance agency just days after her death. At the time, she had a policy worth nearly $500,000, one that Yuri was clearly eyeing. So was this just about greed, or was there something bigger at play? To find out, he was immediately arrested and brought in for an interview, one that will spiral into complete disaster for him.
Hey, Yuri. How was your experience there and everything? Treat you okay?
Yeah, you have some nice officers.
We try to treat people with respect. That's one important.
That's good, man. That's good.
I'm just going to go ahead and start with this. I'm not going to go into it. Since you're in custody, you know you're under arrest, right? I'm required to warn you if you make any statement. You have the following constitutional rights.
And it's gonna show.
You should be indicted. You should be charged with first degree murder. Nikki. What? And it's because of the evidence that was gathered. People rolled. I'm just going to be straight out with it.
People roll? What do you mean people roll?
Javon, Dimitri,
Rolled over on and
they
did what?
gave up information.
What kind of information?
Well, the fact that you contracted Javon to do this. That's what he says. $1,500 up front. It came in 20 grand after you got the insurance. This is what they're saying. I'm giving you the opportunity to say bullshit. This is your opportunity to say bullshit on everything.
Come on, man. And I wasn't even a beneficiary. My wife's aunt got that big policy. We put it in her name specifically because of child support, with me and child support.
You're saying you had no knowledge that you had 100% knowledge that you weren't the beneficiary of that $500,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I was getting a little something from her job,
How
but
much?
what? $45,000, man.
They were split between you and 3 children.
Yeah.
The total.
Well, yeah. I spend it on the kids. Half of it's gone because I spend it on them. Christmas, Christmas isn't done yet.
Right.
But it's just like throughout the course of time, like taking the kids places, doing stuff with the kids. Man, that crap, man, come on.
Well, it's
bullshit, man.
You saying you...
No, man, my kids are going to be without me.
Yuri, regarding the life insurance, do you know how much that policy was? Do you know who it went to? It didn't go to the aunt.
Yeah, it went to the aunt. Cash rate.
For Gloria.
The $500,000?
Your grandma.
Wow, she said that she was changing to her grandma. Man, I don't be paying. I never paid attention when my wife was telling me that type of stuff.
She said she was what?
I never paid it. She said that she was gonna either do it for her aunt or for her grandma, but you know, guys don't pay attention to that type of stuff, man.
Well, you're okay. Regarding, I just gotta ask you.
I mean, I'm glad it went to her instead of the aunt.
Well, you know, the grandma's.
Yeah, right, because I talked to the grandma. I mean, you know, we talked, so you know, it's just, oh man, I'm so happy that it went to her.
Even a child could do a better job acting than Yuri can, and it's only going to get worse from here on out, as he oh so devastatingly learns who the killer was.
You know who you arrested?
Yeah, I saw that on the news, but I wasn't sure because remember last time me and you talked about it. You know, you just said, you know, you had suspicions about him or whatever.
Yeah. So I want to know what you thought about it.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't know. But
once he was arrested, I mean, what were your thoughts?
Was it that guy?
Do you believe it was him? Once he was arrested, you saw his booking photo, I'm sure.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was the same guy that was there earlier that day.
Right, definitely. But I was like, man, was it really him? So if it was him, when Dimitri came and sat on my couch, it's just like, you know, that day just started coming back to me. When he came and sat on my couch, I'm like, man, damn, why did you come back?
Dimitri?
Yeah. You know,
did you guys have plans?
Yeah, we had plans, but it started getting late. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, I didn't think he was going to come back.
So we got the video of the Charger arriving.
Okay.
The video of Dale getting out. We got the video of Quay showing up afterwards.
Okay.
So that's how we got the timeline. That's how Javon was actually figured out as being the shooter because he got out of that Charger.
What you say?
Mm-hmm. You don't remember that?
Wow.
You don't believe that or what?
Oh my God.
Dale drove him there. But why do you think that you're sitting here right now?
Because of what you just said. I'm trying to say I gave him some money.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, man, where do I get $1,500 from? Where? My wife took care of everything. When I made money cut hair, I gave her the money.
She ran the house, didn't she?
Yeah. And I'm so lost without my wife, man.
I saw the text message between you and her. Because remember you gave me your phone?
Yeah.
Basically, I can tell she was directing you to change the kids, make them.
Yeah.
She ran the house.
Yeah, man. God, man. I'm so lost without my wife, man. It's not a day that goes by, man. I don't miss her. And then my son, he came to me yesterday, man. He was just playing. And then he just started crying out of nowhere. Daddy, I miss Mom.
You remember when you called Northwestern Mutual on July 5th? 6 days after murder. You were trying to find out about who.
Yeah, because then we had to find me, Val, and Maya was trying to find out how are we gonna pay for the funeral.
Of course, you had to.
Yeah.
You had told me just when we first started that you knew that you weren't the beneficiary of that policy, correct?
Yeah.
And why on the audio? Because we have the audio recording of you calling Northwestern Mutual. They provided after we gave a subpoena. You were asking. You want to confirm that you're the beneficiary, and they said no, you're not.
Yeah, because I was like, no, who asked me? Was it Maya? One of them said, "Are you sure?" And this is like, I'm one of those people like, too much stuff confused me. You know what I'm saying? So much stuff going on. So I probably when they asked me to make sure, and then I called to make sure. You know what I mean? But I knew I wasn't the beneficiary.
You sounded really surprised. You're like, well, who's the beneficiary then? You kept asking. Like this was.
Because everybody was around me. Well, ask them is it this person? Ask them is it that person? Ask them if it's this person. Everybody was standing around me when I called. Everybody was at the house.
And at the end of it, you say she didn't change it on time.
Everybody was standing right there.
Why would you say that?
Because she did. Because we had already talked about her changing it.
But
and I was just telling them.
What would it matter if she changed it from Gloria, or you didn't even know who the beneficiary was?
Right.
They just told you the phone, it wasn't you. So
yeah, because she changed mine.
But why would it matter at that point? Why would you say, no, she didn't change it in time? If you weren't the if you knew you weren't supposed to be the beneficiary, what would it matter?
Yeah.
Although Yuri pretends to be a concerned husband, head over heels for his wife, the actual circumstances of his relationship were quite different. According to family and friends, Yuri mistreated Makiva. During their marriage, he had an affair with a woman named Tiffany and got her pregnant, racking up child support payments in the process. In addition, Yuri also owed child support to another woman from a previous relationship. Both of these payments totaled nearly $20,000. Despite all of this, Makiva stuck by him. She supported his career, loved him deeply, and even bought him a second phone to help him stay in touch with clients. This was a detail Yuri proudly shared with detectives in his initial statements. What he didn't share, though, was how he used that very phone to betray her all over again.
Why did you tell me Makiva bought you that phone, that second burner phone?
Why did I tell who that?
Then Makiva bought it.
Tell who that?
That's what you told me in the interview. You said she bought it 2 months before she was murdered. She bought you that phone because it was for your clients.
Yeah, she did get it. She gave me the money to get it for my clients.
2 months before.
Yeah, a while ago. It just got activated though.
What do you mean just got activated?
When let me see, when did it get activated? It didn't get activated too soon, or it got activated right before. Yeah, it got activated before. But she gave me the money to get that phone because she got tired of my other phone ringing at night.
Right.
And she told me you could put it on that phone that way you could turn it off
You
at
said
night.
she bought it. You didn't say she gave you the money. And I got you a Walmart video buying it 2 days before your wife was murdered. You're buying it.
Not 2 days.
Yeah, on the 27th, 9 a.m. in the morning. You're buying it. And then your first call is, do you know who it was, Dave?
To who?
I'm asking you.
No, I don't.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
It's your first
call.
call.
My baby mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
From your burner phone. The first person you called was her.
Oh.
Not a client. No clients were calling you on that phone. I got your phone.
I mean, I didn't set it up yet to where, to call them.
Even from the point when I spoke to you on August 10th, no clients were calling you on that. I got your phone records.
Because I wasn't all of that.
You remember
moving people over to that, man.
Remember when I first came to the scene? And first thing you guys had already told the deputies what happened. They had told me, and right from the get-go, didn't add up. But I figured if you're going to be willing to talk to me and give me a statement to walk through, I was going to do it. And unfortunately for you, that's what you did. You burned yourself.
How did I burn myself?
Well, Yuri, first off, your wife had just been murdered. You never asked me once if you could leave the scene to go see her.
I left the scene to go see her.
After you were interviewed 3 hours later.
No, I went. It was nighttime when I went to see her. Right before the sun came up, I was at the hospital. She got
taken to the hospital 2:20. Not once. When
I asked the deputy that was there, she told me I had to wait until y'all did or whatever you were supposed to do.
When I showed up, you not once mentioned, hey, can I go to the hospital?
Because she had already passed.
No. She didn't die till the 5th, 5 a.m.
That's when I was there.
No, Yuri, you were interviewed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning when I got interviewed?
Yeah, the shooting happened at 2:19. The 911 call came
I went there. She was in surgery. When I called, she was in surgery. I went there.
Yuri, I was on scene with you when I got the call. They notified me that Makiva had died before you knew. You actually were on your way to the hospital when they told me. I'm sorry. You were on your way.
Because I couldn't leave. No
one kept you from leaving. You never asked to leave.
I asked the lady that was...
Did you ask me?
I didn't know I was supposed to ask you.
This is your wife.
Listen,
you said she was alive. Hold on. And when you were interviewed the next day by the guy from Channel 12 or whatever, you said she was still breathing when they took her away.
She was.
Right. So when you and I are interviewing, even after I was done interviewing, not once did you ask me, hey, can I go check on my wife?
The lady...
Because you never asked me.
I didn't know I was supposed to ask you.
You never told me.
Because I thought I never told you that.
No. And if that was important to you, you would have told me.
I thought I told you that.
No, I would have known. I didn't find out till autopsy.
I didn't tell you that for real.
I would have remembered that, because then I would have known it was 2 murders instead of 1.
I think I told you that.
You did not. And, just so you know, when we first started the interview, you were joking.
Joking when?
When we first started the interview, we started interviewing the house. No, with me.
Man, listen, I have to laugh so I don't hurt or break down. I have to. I have to try to keep my spirits up.
In the interview, when you brought that female attorney with you to the substation, you had said if the gun was pointed to you or put to your head, you would have fought. You remember telling me that?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You did say
I said if I had enough distance to where if he was close enough, I would have. He didn't get close.
I asked you if the gun was put to the back of your head, and you said if he put the gun to the back of my head, I would have fought.
He didn't get close enough. I would have fought. He didn't get close enough.
But didn't he lead you guys from the garage into the house?
Yeah, but
he was the last one.
He didn't get close enough. Trust and believe, I would have.
So why, if you would have fought him then, why didn't you do anything when your brother-in-law was taken downstairs?
My brother-in-law was taken downstairs. Quay didn't go downstairs. Quay, all this was upstairs.
No, Dale took your son down.
And
then Quay was led downstairs to get the keys. And you were left alone. I even asked you about that.
Talking about with my wife?
Upstairs. Yes, you were on the 2nd floor landing. You didn't do anything.
Man, I was scared shitless,
man.
He
was downstairs. Your wife's in the bedroom. Why would you go and lock yourself
in?
Listen,
man, I was on the ground with my eyes closed. Man, I could have pissed on myself.
You already told me you had stood up. You told me you had stood up and you were about to go downstairs when Quay is being led back up the stairs by the gun.
That's when I realized that nobody was up there, not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my eyes, everything happened so freaking fast, man. Come on. But I'm not built like that, man.
You had enough mindset to ask the guy to let Dale take you downstairs. Why didn't you just say, hey, my wife is in this bedroom?
I said that.
You knew
Quay knows that.
But you knew he was looking for Questa. That's what
yes. Quay know that. And we were talking loud for her to wake up.
Why didn't she wake up?
I don't know, man. I don't know why she didn't wake up, man. I don't know.
Anyone in the right mind left alone upstairs would probably run. You had a phone on you. I asked you about this before. You didn't call 911. You could have run into the room, barricaded yourself with your wife.
I was so scared, man. Listen, I could have pissed on myself.
But did you? No. That's why, listen, so much. Even Dimitri Dale said that you told him 2 days before the murder that you got, well, you're in the key in the shower. Remember telling him that? You couldn't keep it. You lost interest in it. Do you remember telling him that? You're laughing, but it's not funny.
Man.
Do you remember telling him that?
No, man.
When Makiva was murdered, her entire family took to TV and the media to ask the community for help in finding her killer. Throughout all of this, only one individual was missing, Yuri, who was at the club with exotic dancers trying to keep his spirits high. And the club wasn't the only place he stopped by. Just days after Makiva's death, Yuri decided to pay a visit to someone else.
You weren't attracted to Makiva anymore, were you?
Yeah, man, yes I was, man. That was my wife.
But you were still fooling around on the side.
I wasn't fooling. I'm fooling around with who?
Well, you tried to kiss Tiffany the day before she was murdered.
What? Man, I ain't kiss her.
You tried. Where'd you spend the night after? 2 days after Makiva was dead. Did you go to Tiffany's?
Yeah, I went to her house and laid on the couch.
Right.
I didn't have. No, I didn't. I didn't even try to.
But why would you go there when your kids need you?
Man, my kids was sleeping. Man, and I need to clear my head. I wouldn't have done my kids any good being with them that night. The mindset that I had.
How long does it take, do you think, normally for a guy who's lost his wife to start getting involved with another one?
Man, I don't know, man. I be lonely, man. I'm frustrated, lonely. My kids need me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man.
Well, your act, just so you know, another thing, it really bothers me, Yuri, that you couldn't have made the time or effort to be at that press conference on time.
Man, look, I tried to. I don't have driver's license.
You've driven without a driver's license.
Yeah, I did. But the news had me all over the freaking news. I didn't want to get pulled over just because another officer saw me. Oh, he doesn't have a driver's license.
If you had said, I'm going to press conference because my
I don't know, man. I don't know what the time to get pulled over. It would have took that time for me to get to the press conference.
Well, you're assuming you would have gotten pulled over.
Yeah.
You told me you were late because you couldn't find parking.
Yeah, we couldn't find parking. That's true.
Why didn't you just drop me off? I got to run up there.
Man, my kids right there. I don't just. No, man.
Now, it was
Now
your opportunity to get in front of the cameras and ask for help for your wife. Ask for help. Anyone who knows anything about this to give it, and you didn't do it. And even afterwards, okay, you're late. The media's outside. They want to ask you questions. You could have pleaded right then and there in front of the cameras. I need help for my.
Because man, everybody else telling me. I don't know, man. Like my wife, everybody's trying to tell me what to do. Yuri, this, it's like this, to get on, stay off the cameras. Everybody, man, I don't. Man,
Yuri, it's easy to blame everyone else. It's time for you to accept responsibility.
It is easy to blame everybody else, man. But I don't know what to do.
You're a grown man,
right? But my wife did everything for me, man.
You had a chance to speak for her in front of the media, and you didn't.
I did it at the house. When I did it at the house, when the guy came to the house and I did an interview at the house, I was like, and then I kept getting backlash from that. So I'm like, man, forget it. I'll stay off of the damn camera. I don't know what else to do.
Well, I would say that someone who actually knew that had no involvement in his wife's murder would have pleaded for assistance, help. Someone could have been.
Pause. I just want to say, you know how many times I've tried to record this video and give you my reaction to this video today? About 3 times. This is for you. You see how the lights have gotten a little dark this evening? I'm really trying to get through this video. This was a long video and I've speeded it up so it's not as long as when I watched it the first time. So bear with me, pardon me. Now let's get back to, I think this is my take 4. I done had so many cuts stopping. That's crazy. My day has been crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going back home.
Well, you said the next day you ended up doing an interview.
Yeah, with the guy, because my dad's standing right there, my wife's friend standing right there. Everybody said, you're the guy begging, so, give him an interview. And that's what I did. But after that, when I got all of that backlash, I was like, man, the media, man.
Well, you should be like everybody else anyway.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel now. It's just my kids, man. My son he's growing and he's asking me questions that daddy can't answer.
I also have to raise a question. You never called me once to ask how the investigation is going.
Mr. Oliver,
you never even said thank you. You never even said thank you after Javon was arrested. Why?
Because
listen, this is you and your wife that was murdered, and you're not going to thank the detective that arrested the killer?
Listen, but I've been texting you on the side. When my mom, everybody doesn't want me to call you and da da da.
I have all your texts.
Right, I understand that. I understand that.
No, thank you.
I understand that. But the only reason I did, everybody said stop calling the detective, tell your lawyer to tell the detective. So I did that.
How are you going to incriminate yourself by thanking the detective? Not that I need thanks.
Mm-hmm.
But if my wife had been murdered and the detective made an arrest, I'd be freaking buying him dinner at Olive Garden.
Listen, I was so happy when you guys made the arrest.
I couldn't tell. You didn't make any posts. You didn't call me. You didn't go to the media.
Because I said, I was like, man, forget the media, man. Forget the media. It's like, nobody.
The plan did not work out like you thought, did it?
I don't know what plan you're talking about.
Well, you got Javon. You can't trust that after all this. I already told you people rolled. They got to save their own skin.
Man, I don't care about nobody rolling no bullshit like that, man. I don't give a damn about them.
I know you're feeling confident because you didn't pull the trigger. I know you didn't pull the trigger.
Man, I would not kill my wife, man.
Well, of course you wouldn't, but you had somebody do it.
Come on, detective.
You had life insurance to gain.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't, man.
You thought you were getting the 500.
Man, no, I didn't. I knew I wasn't the beneficiary, man. I told you why I called them. Everybody was sitting around. The whole family was sitting at the table and was like, Yuri.
No one is telling you.
But everybody, yes, they. Oh man, I wish I could call Val.
Yuri, you're on a recording. If anyone was
talking I understand what you're saying, but everybody was right there when I called. People telling me, well, ask about this person, ask about that person. My brother's wife, my mom's friends, Kiva's friends. Man, my wife's family. People were standing right there. The ones that I asked about, the people they wasn't in the room.
You know you can't talk yourself out of this. You've been charged for first degree murder.
Oh, I understand. I can't talk myself out of this, but I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying?
You said that you didn't expect Dale to show up that late, but you called him from your burner phone.
I ain't called him that day.
Yeah, you did. You called him within 45 minutes of when your wife was murdered. I had the phone records.
I called him within 45 minutes of when
Why are you calling him on that number?
Man, I don't remember that, man. I know either my phone was dead or Yuri was using the phone.
No, because you called him again using the same phone. You used both phones that night.
I mean, I don't know, man. My son is right. My son uses my phone too. Before he got
it. You called Dimitri?
No, I know that.
You didn't call Dimitri and tell him that Javon's going to be pulling over inside the road, let him get in the car with you. That's what both of them said.
I'm letting him get in the car with me.
You told Dimitri That to pull over on Lawrence Road because Javon was going to park his car at the library.
What?
And he was going to get in the car and bring him to your house. Both of them
What?
said this. Javon and Dale both said this. Why would they make that up?
Yuri can deny their statements all he wants. But what happens when he's confronted with his own voice and his own words detailing the events of June 29th? Because in just a moment, detectives are going to play one of the multiple secret recordings Dimitri gave them.
And this is one of 4 recordings, and you can't go. Just jump ahead here.
Can you talk to me?
You recognize Dimitri's voice?
You say you just want to go to sleep?
Is that you?
I'm at my house, but I had to talk to you on my mom's phone because you know my phone tapped. Hold on, let me open the garage real quick. Yo, here.
Listen.
So my homeboy trying to say that you got him to do this shit and da 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 da. That's what he's saying. He called me, told me he finna just go ahead because I guess they kicked in his house or some shit, custody or something like that.
That one for that.
That's what they saying.
Probably something else he had going on. Probably something else he had going on.
But he trying to say that he's finna just go ahead and snitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying.
No, man, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. That's my life up, your life up, my kids' life up. It's all people depending on us, man.
Exactly.
No, man. They just messing with us.
I called my attorney and told him, so I told him that.
You really tripping right now. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
Keep listening.
At the end of the day, I don't know, man.
Man, tell him that, man. No, man. Listen, man. You're gonna mess my life up, man. I can't know, man. Don't do that. You're gonna mess yours up, too. People just trying to scare him up, man.
I'm not really concerned about my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that because at the end of the day, I know that he did this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what happened?
Okay, Yuri. Do we really need to go through this?
What was the
Do we really? He just said. You heard him.
Yeah, but I was already in the early.
Yuri.
Previously on that conversation, I was talking to somebody else already.
You got Dale telling you that Javon.
I'm not gonna say that.
You're telling him you're telling him don't say that. Be quiet. And then,
No, but I'm saying I'm not gonna just say that. No.
What? You don't get upset. You don't even. You're like.
I was, man. The first person I told was my mom.
Yuri.
Wait, was it my mom? No, I
You're
called
talking for another 10 minutes.
Oh, you talking over the phone?
See? You're telling him don't even say anything about this over the phone. Why would you advise Dale that unless you don't want to get caught? Yuri, you can't be playing this bullshit.
Come on, man. Why you do that?
Because Yuri, this conversation, your actions and everything that happened before and after your wife was murdered show that you had direct involvement in this and you were looking to gain money. Okay? There's no hiding behind it, Yuri.
I'm not hiding.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
You're not admitting it. You're not admitting it.
Admitting to what?
Admitting. This right here, Dale's telling you that Javon did it. And you're like, don't say this over the phone. He's telling you that Javon killed your wife and you're telling him, don't say this over the phone. Because you don't want to get jammed up. And you even say here, I don't want to go to jail.
I don't. For something I know I didn't do.
You didn't kill her, but you had her killed.
Come on, man.
There's a big difference. It's so easy for you. You can easily sit right there and say, yeah, I didn't kill her. Because you know you didn't pull the trigger, Yuri. But you just as much killed her by having Javon kill her.
I'm not gonna say that.
Well, of course, you got to. Listen, I totally understand your position. The last thing you want to do, Yuri, is because you don't want to be in like mine. You're going to hope that this goes before a jury and then they're going to feel sorry for you and not believe that you're involvement.
And if you want to hear another one of those recordings, here it is. But first, some context. In this one, Yuri circles back to an earlier interview where detectives had asked him to identify Javon.
Don't get me wrong, you feel me? They asked me about him. I said I ain't know the dude. All I did was cut his hair.
But you never asked me, hey, how's the investigation going? Who do you think did it? And even just now, when I tell you Javon, you never asked me, what did he say? Why did he do it? You never asked me.
Because you were just telling me that I did it. You just said that.
Javon, even before I accused you of doing it and saying that, well, you knew you did it, you were being charged for doing it as soon as you sat down, I told you.
Yeah, you told me that part.
There's no mystery.
But that's what I'm saying.
Why would we get a warrant for you if we didn't think you had something to do with it?
Okay.
That's no mystery. And all I did was say Javon admitted to it, and you're not asking me, well, why did he do it then? Or what did he say? Because you know why.
Because I don't know why. I was waiting on you to tell me. You said...
You do not show the expressions or the demeanor of a man who loved his wife and was very upset she was killed.
Man,
from the point she was killed on.
All right, man.
You did, okay,
just because I don't cry and hoot and holler in front of people, man, that's not me. That's not.
You tried to cry in the camera when you were being interviewed by that reporter. You tried to cry. You could see, but no tears.
I didn't try to. Man, it was hot as heck outside, man. Probably. Man,
you were doing the whole sniffling thing.
Man, I've like been crying previously the night before, man. It's like I'm so tired. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Javon's already rolled. Dimitri's giving the whole story up. Dimitri's a witness. Dimitri's now in North Carolina in jail, so no one can touch him.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
this is crazy.
All I want to know, do you regret involving these two in this? I'm not going to sit here and talk to you all night long because I've basically explained this case. Not every detail, I can't tell you everything. Your attorney's going to get all the evidence initially, but he's going to tell you if you're... I'm not joking. I think it's terrible what you did. Makiva was a good woman. She was a good woman. She didn't deserve to be shot while she's laying in bed. She didn't deserve to be shot at all.
That's good.
Why'd you do it?
you ask me what I left.
Yeah, why? Well, I know why. Was it the money, or was you just wanted freedom? Which was it, Yuri? I mean, I tell you, 500 grand, I could do it, plus another 180. Split that 4 ways, so you're looking at 560 grand plus that $10,000 annuity with Mutual of America or something like that.
That's for the kids.
Well, that's a lot of money. You can go a long ways with 500 grand if you spend it wisely. 500 plus. Would you say you agreed that to you, or is it just you're wanting to be with another woman? Why'd you ask Dimitri to get somebody to do it for you? There's had to be a reason. You were so because you couldn't get excited for it anymore. We know that. True? Couldn't give it for your wife, could you?
That's not true.
Couldn't give a shower for her.
That's not true.
You know it's true, and no way they'll make that shit up.
That's not true, man.
What? You weren't too excited about having another baby.
That's not true at all either.
Well, sure it is. You barely spend time with the other kids you have.
Man, yes, I spend time with my kids all the time, man. Yes, I do. I take my son from school. I help him with his homework.
It's because your mom tells you to stay at home. But
No,
if you had your freedom, you'd be out and about. You've been followed.
What does that mean?
We know you haven't been spending much time at home.
Come on, man.
We know from the point you sat down there, you have not emphatically screamed. If I was being framed for murder,
Man, what did I do when I first got home? You told me. I yelled. Well, what am I going to scream
No,
for,
you
man?
yelled.
Come on, man.
You yelled when I told you when someone rolled over on you. That's when you got upset.
No, that's not when I got upset.
When was it? What did I say?
I don't know what. Man, that's what see, this reverse psychology shit.
No, I'm no psychologist, dude.
I know you're not, but they train you guys to do that.
No one trained me to do this.
Yeah, man. All right.
I just wing it. Seriously, I just wing it. I go out and do my investigation. When it comes to talk to somebody, I don't rely on any training they gave me. It's all about just talking to you, Yuri. I just know the case very well. I know what you did and what you did from the point before what McKee was killed and after McKee was killed. I know Devon Joseph. I know Dimitri Dale. I know what the evidence speaks. I know what the video surveillance shows. I know what I hear, which I played for you. I didn't have to do that, but I didn't want you to think I was lying to you. I really have, sometimes I do lie to guys in the room. I didn't have to lie about anything here. And he was able to prove it. You probably thought I was lying about that, didn't you?
No, I don't know.
You kind of thought I was lying about that, making it up. I bet you were surprised as hell when I came out. Oh, I'll get it. Because I'll be honest with you, I lie once in a while. I'm not lying about anything. I truly believe you were behind this. And this time because
you know why?
Why?
Why did you
kind
do
of
that?
explained it. To be honest, that little recording, that 5 minutes I played you for 15 minutes, that enough. It was like, shit. That's a guilty man right there. Doesn't want anything to be said over the phone because he thinks his phone's being tapped. Or Dale even said at the beginning of the conversation he thinks his phone's being tapped. But you knew when I took your phone, you thought when I gave it back to you, you probably thought it was tapped. You told people that. They told me.
People told me that your phone tapped.
Yeah, all right. You believe them?
I don't know. Whatever. I ain't nothing to hide.
Well, you didn't want the truth to come out, evidently. That's what you're telling Dimitri right there. Am I wrong? Well, what was it? What were you trying to tell him? Explain to me. What were you trying to tell him when you were telling him not over the phone? Not over the phone. What are you trying to tell him? Explain that to me.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking about.
All right. I don't want to disrespect you, and you've been very respectful, and I credit you for that. Just during this whole interview, I appreciate it. I know you're facing a long road, bro. I wouldn't be in your shoes, but I would never do anything to be in your shoes.
Ultimately, all the puzzle pieces began falling into place after this interview. For Yuri, he no longer desired Makiva. The only reason he stayed with her was because of her success and the insurance policy. That $500,000 payout meant he could hire a hitman, clear his child support payments, and live out his happily ever after with one of his side partners. Eventually, in May 2022, 5 years after the crime, Yuri Jenkins was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Javon and Dimitri both cut plea deals in exchange for their cooperation against Yuri. Javon was sentenced to 15 years in prison for second-degree murder, while Dimitri, who acted as the middleman, was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 45 days in jail, along with 15 years of probation.
I finally got through with that video. Yes, I've been looking for this second piece to come out, and it finally did. And I'm so glad, because the first one was a hit. I did a review on that one, and it was that guy Demetrius snitched on Yuri and Javon so quick that, but you still accessory to a hitman murder on his wife. That wasn't enough. So this video comes out, says Javon was the shooter, stayed in the house. He went to Yuri's house, but he never left the house. He hid outside or in the house somewhere, and then faked like he was a robbery and came in and act like he was robbed in the barbershop because he had it set up in the garage. And then he escorted them upstairs where his wife is, but a kid woke up. So he told Demetrius, the accessory guy, the one that's helping him, the shooter guy who's got a mask on, take this baby downstairs. And he goes downstairs and he don't take off running with the kid or call the police. And then I think somehow the shooter guy goes downstairs with the escort of the child and leaves Yuri upstairs with his wife. And he don't take off, barricades himself in his wife's room, close the door, wakes her up, tell her, let's jump out the window, we get robbed, or go get his pistol. He don't do none of that. He says he on the floor, cowering, with his eyes closed. We damn sure know that ain't right. You got your kids and your pregnant wife in the room. No man closes their eyes. No man closes their eyes in that instant. You'll have to kill him with his eyes wide open. He ain't getting on the floor either. But that's how that came out. That he was up there and he knew the shooter. Knew the shooter. That's so horrible. And what did make him think he was going to get away with it? After your wife's murder, you have to go in front of TVs. You have to plead to find the killer. You have to show that you're going to find that that's a normal reaction when you lose a loved one, not yours. So everybody mourned differently, but this is suspect. And she was pregnant. No mention of the baby in the whole interrogation. No mention of, I lost my wife and baby. Just, I lost my wife. So this is suspect. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad they got locked up. Stay tuned and watch for my next video. Peace.